everybody. It's been a while since I've done one of these, like, legitimately. I don't know, what have we been doing? We've been doing random seeds and stuff. Oh, and I'm sorry if there's a whole ton of background noise, but the fan is loud. Sorry for that. But it is summer, and I want to not just, like, get destroyed of heating. Can I put any more of these? So, as you might be able to tell looking at the very, very crudely shaped countries, today we are focusing on something that I don't generally focus on. We're focusing on the Americas. It's a war between North and South America. So, basically, what happens here? Now, Canada, as we know, holds the majority of the world's fresh water, and in the distant future, water becomes a big issue. So America invades Canada. You know, they did it diplomatically first. A diplomatic invasion didn't work, so now they are going to war with Canada. As well as, now what some of you may not know is the communist influence that was had in South America. Because South America was kind of manipulated for the Cold War by both opposing parties and countries like, I think, Venezuela and a couple others, including Cuba. They were very communist sympathizers, which is weird because they also support Georgia and are, like, did I get that right? Yeah, they support Georgia, Georgia, though Russia doesn't like them, so that's its own thing. But anyway, so that's what the war is going on. We've got communism versus democracy, the second Cold War, except they're actually fighting because they're on the same continent, and the war for fresh water. And when Canada and the South Americas start fighting, I don't know, we'll think of something that sparks that off. It's 5 a.m. Oh, it's 5 a.m. already. Ooh. I don't remember Cuboid Sandbox being so framey. Anyway. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. We should have 10 of each, yep. Okay, well this is a very, very big map, so it's very expansive, so we'll have to wait. I also made it very southern. By accident. I didn't mean to. Yeah, it's south aligned a lot. There's supposed to be more about South America, but I couldn't actually. I hit the bottom of the map, so what do I do? What am I doing all the way over there? What? That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, I clicked off the border. I guess they just put 2 food down there. Ugh, well, now the South Americans are at a huge disadvantage. My goodness, the wind picked up. Okay, one moment. We're gonna shut that off just for this recording. So you guys watch as this builds. Okay, the fan is off, so now all there is the wind outside. That's gonna be an issue. Moving closer. What happened in my absence? So, near the Washington area, we've got battles between Canada and America. The Americans seem to have scared the Canadians away from Maine and Nova Scotia, that they're running out of supplies there themselves. Oh my goodness, it is not automatic food spawn. That's a problem. It's a big problem. Okay, so, yeah, they all died. I knew that was gonna happen. So it was not automatic food spawn, that was a mistake. So in, like, Alaska, Canada, because Alaska was taken by Canada in this scenario. In Alaska, Canada, though, the Canadians have completely depleted it of its resources. Have you guys seen that? It's like freezing up every once in a while. Canada's in shambles at this point because there's no resources for them up in the north, where they all ended up congregating originally. America's demolishing its own country, and then South America, late to the party, they're kind of attempting to stabilize themselves, though it isn't working very much. A lot of cubes on screen, America being the biggest military force, but then again, who couldn't have predicted that? So, Canadian forces are moving into the northeast to try to clear it out, and they're probably going to move towards the meridial equator, I'd be guessing at least. Excuse me, South America is being terrorized right now by the Americans in an attempt to stop the spread of communism, though America should be dedicating its troops elsewhere, because in the eastern part of the world it is definitely falling apart. My goodness. Okay. What the hell's causing this frame lag? Well, I guess we'll never know. Whoops. Oh. Why can I still put down food? Automatic food spawns are supposed to take care of that. Yeah, okay. That was weird. Just nothing I can turn off. My computer is just... Sorry. No, no, why? Are we still getting that? Yeah, we are. I may need to re-download Cuboid Sandbox. Oh, also, speaking of which, Cuboid Sandbox was made for Ludum Dare 24. Didn't 25 or 26 just happen? 25, it would be 25. So, wow, can you believe that? And thank you all for sticking with me. And thank you all of the new people who are showing up. You know, I'm getting a lot of subscriber things, getting lots of comments on my old videos saying that, like, how far this has come, jumping on the train a year late, a week later. Jumping on the train a year later. Man, it's okay, whatever. For those of you who've been here the entire time, it's been great. So South America has become a horde of communist power, and has kind of, Canada tried to spread down there. So originally they took offense to it, but now bigger and better things await them, like a blockade for the other Canadian forces. Well, they can't get rid of the Canadian fortress already situated there. They might as well stop the other ones who are coming down from the center and from the northeast. In the southeast, we've got the American forces, like the American force. There's very few anywhere else except for a small colony in the northeast, in the Arctic sort of area. So, waiting on that. What would communist South America be called? Since Venezuela and Cuba are the only two communist South American countries I know there are, though I know there are more, I just don't know which ones they are. We'll just call them the Greater Venezuela, and we'll just call it the Greater Venezuela region, which would be them, or Communist Venezuela, which is all of South America. Except for actually Brazil. I shouldn't have included Brazil in that. Brazil should have been some America down in South America. Anyway. So it's pretty balanced right now. Canada's got the distinct advantage, but then again, when you own all the fresh water in the world, why wouldn't you? The North is completely taken by America. The United States, I mean, they've pretty much completely fought the North, because this entire thing is America. Is it storming outside? That's gonna suck. Canada's in transit, looking for food. Large war up in the center here. Everyone's struggling. Oh, are those Canadians gonna make it to that outpost? Yeah, it looks like it. Everyone's sprinting down from the south because there's been a stagnation of resources down there. And, oh, not even actually. There's a lot of Canadian resource left. South America's out of luck, though. They're gonna have a giant hit down there. And they've recently re-inhabited South America, though that's probably gonna lead to an extinction, considering their last joining up between them and the North is gone. So that's probably gonna lead to an extinction. America taking the lead again with military strength, recovering from the losses they had completely in the northeast. They don't really have anywhere to go, though, so I think we're going to see another large extinction for America, like we did before. South America, too, actually, is recently built up quite the force. Are any of the northeastern Americans going to survive? No, they... Oh, one. Well, one. No, he actually died. Yeah, so that was a big hit. That was about 100 guys, 140, of America's men down the shitter. In the southeast, it seems we had a Canadian extinction. Yeah, and we're gonna have another one real soon. It seems that the greater Venezuela region, they're the only ones with a stunning military left, or the strongest military at least, because Canada's got a pretty close one. And they're kind of situated around the northern hemisphere, with isn't that funny, South America situated in the northern hemisphere, with an outpost or two in the south. I hope you all have had a great day today. And I hope you're glad to have Cuboid Sandbox back. Sorry I missed last week. I'm gonna go ahead and punch tomorrow. That'll be good. Maybe it'll be on Friday. I don't know. Anyway, while we're here, Canada took a hit. Oh yeah, it took the hit we were talking about in the southeast. Yeah, that had been predicted. It looks like the Greater Venezuela region is going to farm up in the southeast and then move back into the north. Hopefully, at least. All of their resources are in the south, though, so their northernmost places are probably... Oh, no, wow, they've got just a good spread of resources everywhere in the east. In the east and central. In the west hemisphere, they don't have much. Canada's going to farm up in the north a lot, because they recently have been in fights with America and getting their asses kicked. Though America, it doesn't have... It's not going to have a huge fight with Canada and lose to them. It is going to run out of resources real soon in the northwest. And they're going to have to run straight through Canadian territory to get to their nearest resource, though they're not. They're going to duck down south. And then probably go down to where South America was when we started this up. Some of them ducked through Canadian territory. Both of those armies, though, definitely falling quite a bit. And South America, the greater Venezuela region, they have pretty much completely taken the east. But they're running out of food. They're all going to start to converge on supply points and definitely run out. Though they are moving, they're moving west to where they should be, where their resources lie now. And we'll see how that works. Just like how Canada's got a lot of resources stocked up in the northwest, very central west, all of the greater Venezuelan resources. And look at that, America must have gotten a huge extinction, like we were talking about previously. 10 guys left. Definitely not the peak of military height. My goodness, Cuboid Sandbox. For a game made in 24 hours, this was not optimized. So, I should tell you that, those of you who didn't know and don't know what Ludum Dare is, this game was made in 48 hours, actually. I think it was 48 hours. So, good job. Definitely spawned far more than 48 hours of entertainment from all of us. Up in the north, we've got the Canadian Empire. We've got the Canadian military milling about. They're probably going to run out of resources there, and that's probably just going to lead to a massive extinction. Speaking of which, the Venezuelan army has definitely been taking some hits with trying to move west, for it has no food anywhere else. While America's building up slowly, it's up to about 50, it's going to have to get into a huge war with communist Venezuela, which is going to be interesting. And actually, Canada. You get Canada down in the south. They finally took out one food that I accidentally placed there. Good on them. Oh boy. Let's see how this turns out. Canada's slowly milling about in the top. Oh. Saved maybe by that food spawn. They might be able to use that food spawn to make it to the east and continue to run their military. who knows, Venezuela's built back up, though, to be the world's strongest military, and they are right now getting into a large war with America, blockading off pretty much their last food supply. Oh, actually, no. Is there one down here? No, yeah. America's last food supply. Right there. Deep in Venezuela territory. The last food supply they can actually hit, anyway. Oh no, there was one in the south, too. Wait, if that American survives up... Okay, then. So he can regrow the empire if, in fact, it dies up here with the Venezuelan-American War, which it pretty much did. 13. We've seen America come back, though. Canada's coming down from the north. They were saved, luckily. Or, well, thankfully for them. And some of them made it into the east, though not many. And Canada's got very few resources over here. So, I think that might be the end for the empire. For the country, I mean. Sorry, empire's mad. In mad. Actually, has America died? It seems as though the Americans down south must have died in the Canadian, Venezuelan invasion. And now we just have a, we've got fighting for their lives, one American outpost over here, and a large Venezuelan mob trying to stop them. There's another American outpost over there, though that one just got cleaned out. And America's forces have fallen, so they needed resources in the beginning, and that long time without resources must have dwindled them down finally to fall to Venezuela, who might actually take down Canada right now. Definitely taking out this one Canadian outpost. Maybe that second one up there. Ugh, I don't want to walk around today. That's how that goes. My computer fan is actually sound really loud, as well as my hard drive fan, so I'm sorry for you guys. Those fans kicked in. And 8 Canadians left. It doesn't look good for Canada at this point. I'm happy though. I was rooting up for Venezuela. Communism all the way. Back from the early days of Cuboid Sandbox. Canada's losing on pretty much all fronts. This one outpost is going to be taken down pretty quickly. And then we've got this one northeastern outpost with 4 Canadians in it. And Venezuelan War Party working on closing them up. Actually, they're going to run out of food there. If they can make it to either of these food outposts, then they're set. Let's see here, there's 2 of them left. They're going to make it. They are going to make it. Oh man. Let's see what happens here. Now these Venezuelans don't have any food, so they're probably not going to kill one of them. They might. Oh, they did. They took out one. Will they take another? Will they take another? There's only one left. Man, how are these guys not starving? Yeah, they got him. They didn't starve. Maybe. I still don't. After a year of playing with Cuboid Sandbox, I still don't understand it. Thank you all for watching. Pretty lengthy episode. Nowhere near like 40-minute ones we used to. But good size. Now, hopefully, I can edit out some of the fan noise that you guys don't need to hear at all. My voice might be softer though. I don't know. I'm gonna have to really step up with this audio editing. Anyway, thank you guys, and if you guys have a suggestion for a war that you want to see take place, I'll leave it in the comments. I'd love to play it out. I think there was one for this time, but we skipped to Cuboid Sandbox, so I don't know. I was thinking about this, so I did it. Oh yeah, if you got any suggestions or anything down in the comments, please leave a like if you can. Always makes me smile. Anyway, thank you for being here. I'll see you tomorrow with either a new episode of Megabyte Punch or a new episode of Rogue. Until then.